Hey, I'm Drakes, and this is Drakes Finance. I'm here to tell you about my current crypto strategy, as well as airdrops, including 2 free airdrops that you should get involved in if you're new to crypto. In future, I'm going to tell you about losses and scams to watch out for, but for now, let's get into the strategy. My first part of my strategy is Drift. Now, Drift is a platform that I'm currently lending out some of my Solana. At a small lending percentage of only 0.24%, it's not the best, but for depositing this, we are able to lend out USDT at a rate of 7.3%. We can withdraw this USDT and make more with it elsewhere. Where, I hear you ask? Let me introduce you to Margin Finance. Now, Margin Finance is another site where we can lend and borrow money and get points for doing so. Points provide a quantitative answer to the question of how much a user has contributed to their ecosystem and its success. Every dollar we lend out, we get 1 point per day, whilst every $1 we borrow, we gain 4 points per day. So we've borrowed USDT at around 7%. Now what? If we click on the Lend tab, you can see that we can lend it out at 9.5%. That's a lot more than the 7 that we borrowed it for. And what we can do with this is we can borrow USDC at a rate of 7%. What do we do with this? Well, we can take this to Kamino. Kamino is another lending platform where we can lend out that USDC and we can get 12% for it. We get 2% in bonk rewards and we get 12% in APY. Now, the interesting thing about here is that we have our USDC that we've supplied, and then we can borrow USDT against it. USDT is only 7.8% currently, which is less than what we can deposit for in Marginfi. So we borrow it at 7.8. Going back to Marginfi, we can lend it out for another 9.5. A small 2%, but it's on a stable coin. So not only are we getting rewards on our Solana, but we're also making a small amount of money on the USDT or USDC that we borrow risk-free. And I can loop this multiple times, keeping an eye on the APYs just to make sure that they're all lower than each other. And you can see that in Drift we only borrowed 400 USDT. But by looping that 400 USDT, currently we have 1,000 supplied in Marginfi, and we've borrowed 774. So if we were just to lend this out on its own at 400, we'd only be getting 4 points, or 400 points per hour. Whereas this, we get the 1,000 points that we supplied, as well as we get another 3,000, just over 3,000 from the borrowed. So we get 4,000 as opposed to 400, which is a lot better. And if we need to unloop this, we can just borrow it back out. We can take money out of USDT, put it back into Kamino, and then take it all out that way, risk-free. Now, on to drops. The first drop isn't free. This is Parcel. Parcel is a decentralized real estate trading platform. It offers city indexes that allow you to speculate on price movements of real estate markets across the globe. So you can trade these markets and long or short, say London, such as here. You can bet if the price of London housing is going to go up or whether it's going to go down. And you can gain points through Parcel. They have a points program, and these points, if you trade, you receive 1 point per dollar per day, being diamond hands here. Or if you become the bank and deposit into the LP pool, you'll make 3 points per dollar per day. If you enter a friend's code, it earns you an extra 5% points. Use the code PARCEL5BOOST, that's PARCEL5BOOST, to get those points, and it also helps me. If you really want to go hard into this, you can get an extra 20% for the first Parcel NFT, and an extra 5% for every one after that. I'm not sure if it caps out at a certain number of percentages, so do your own research for that. But there are only 7,777 of these NFTs called HOAs, or the Homeowners Association. You can pick them up on a few NFT sites. The floor I last checked was about 8 Solana, so it's worth it if you plan to invest a lot of money into this. Now, here's what you may have came for, the free airdrops. This is Essay. Essay is currently an NFT marketplace that is trying to focus building its brand a lot through community-based challenges. You will need a referral link to join, and you can use mine here, or I will put it in the description below. You gain points from challenges such as joining their Discord, sending out tweets, and you will soon have an option to exchange these points that you get from these challenges for a form of airdrop. Now, it's very much in its infancy, but I think that's the best time to get in and start stacking up points. Lastly, we have Grass. Grass is in an incentivized beta that allows everyone to get paid for their internet. Everyone has an internet connection with a certain amount of bandwidth per month, but almost nobody uses all of it. Grass is a network for selling that bandwidth to corporations and institutions, and with a suite of applications that do this in the background of your phone or computer anyway, the end result is passive income for selling resource that you didn't even know you had. And as an early adopter, you're not only getting rewarded for selling your unused bandwidth, but you're also gaining a stake in a future network that could index the entire web. They've raised 3.5 million in their seed round, and they currently only have 80,000 downloads, so it's a great time to get in early. To register, I'm going to put my link down below, and you will open the dashboard and download Grass as a Chrome extension. I haven't looked at it on mobile, but I imagine it's a similar kind of thing. If you could sign up through that, I hope this helps. This has been Drake's Finance, signing out.